Good. Well, this is an interesting menu. UI scaling, beauty. Oh, that's interesting. Let's have accessible card tests on, high contrast mode on, because you know my eyes are bad. This seems nice. Clarity. We'll have maybe like a 10. 10 seconds sounds good. Auto saves. Wow, you can adjust the autosave time? That's wild. We'll keep it at 4 minutes, but that's a really cool option. Grid snap size. Cool. And then keys. I don't seem to be able to play this one with, like, controller, but this is pretty cool. So this is Book of Hours. It seemed... I think this might be a card battler. I'm not entirely sure. But this is maybe like a dark fiction game, like ooh. Now, hold on one sec. It sounded like maybe there was a slight delay because I've been playing games for a while tonight. But this game, I think, works in like Lovecraftian, eldritch, psychological horror in a way, but not too deep or scary, I don't think. Also, I forgot to take my meds, y'all, and it's like, oh my god, it's 8. I was playing too much Vampire Survivors. I didn't even get up and take my meds. Let me do that. I think I'm going to be looking at this computer a lot in the next week as I edit all these playthroughs to be something that might be enjoyable for you. So, let's give this a look, shall we? This is the early... It says here, this is early, janky, and contains only the first part of the game. Okay. Let me set aside my primary computer keyboard. Let's find out about the authors. Design, writing, and coding is Alex Kennedy. Art, UI, and production is Lottie Bevan. Shell Nook did the coding, testing, and support. Clockwork Cuckoo, or Cuckoo? What did I say that? Cuckoo. Cuckoo? Cuckoo. Well, anyway, did the icons. The room art was Adrian Degan, and the music is done by Mickey Mar Productions, Maribeth Solomon, Brent Barkman, and eternal thanks to Mickey Erb. Okay. Let's get into it and see what this is about. That was a bit loud. Okay. Since there has been no librarian at the Hush House since the fire, 7 years now, suitable candidates are very hard to find, but perhaps we may have found one in you. Take care on your journey. The seas around Brankrug are treacherous. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh, Brankrug Village. Sanctuary in the storm. I'll need help to climb the cliffs in the dark, and the locals are suspicious of outsiders. More than ever since the Restoration and the New King. One last time, depend on the kindness of strangers. Okay, maybe this. Assistance. The librarian lives alone, but there's no shame in seeking assistance from others. Assistance can open new rooms. Oh, I need assistance for sure. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure what the heck I'm doing. What is this? Scholars and adepts recognize 9 wisdoms, although they disagree where one wisdom ends and another begins. Something for me to think about. Use the cursor keys to traverse the tree. There is Nictromy. I guess I get knock. Scoliosis. I have that already. The Bosk. The Grail. The Arts Unregarded. Girl. Preservation. Birdsong. Hormacistry. Ithistry. This is wild. Go back to the world, would you? Well, we got this eyeball. Cold comes first. Thunder growling, waves pounding, and finally me, sprawled on the sodden sand of the beach. There's something in my hand. What do I have left to work with? Anything that matches the aspects can go in this slot. Oh. One possession I kept from the shipwreck. It must be important for me. Perhaps this book can help me put the pieces together. It has to have a little star or a head on it. This is readable. There are worse things to put in your eyes than this. And soaked. In peril of dissolution, intervene quickly but not hastily. There's a storm memory, which has the little flower thing, which means memory. Something remembered might be something understood. Memories can be used to help with crafting and to upgrade skills. Sky, wind, storm, echo, song, the intricacies of mathematics and the principles of flight. Laws touch is lighter than we sometimes think. Matters of balance, harmony, and necessity. And the heart. The heart relentless beats to protect the skin of the world we understand. The heart is a principle that continues and preserves. And finally, memory storm. There are storms great enough to shake the moon from the sky, and one's thoughts from one's skull. Well, this requires a memory, or one of these things. What is this? This has got kind of like a little element of the soul. Soul is composed of 9 elements, and this is 1. Most other things have simpler souls. Each soul card can be used once a day for the kinds of things you do with your soul. That usually means talking to people or crafting. Okay, let's go with like memory, the memory one. Because it's like, I remember. There was a storm. It smashed the ship like an egg. But I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Brankrug. Hello? I have 5 seconds. I'm running. Are we running? I don't know what that does. Oh, time. Time is a mechanic. That's quite interesting. I remember there was a storm. And Brankrug is where... So this sea brought me to Brankrug. Brankrug is where I wanted to be. But it's hard to remember why. What else did I lose in that storm? Fatigue. The part of us which dreams. Core, fatigued. Exuberance, instinct, with rhythm. And shapt, fatigued. Eloquence and understanding. The door opens both ways. So I lost my eloquence, I lost my heart, and I lost my fet. What do I have left to work with? I'm going to need something that's a memory, a fish, or a brain. Well, I got some of that right here. I'm alive, approximately. I'm soaked, I'm freezing, but as far as I can tell, I'm still alive. You still have some health. Don't lose it. You need it if you want to be alive. What else do you have? Okay. PP. Oh, did I not do it? I have my health. I mean, that checks the box, doesn't it? Maybe I can work with one of these instead? Yes, that's me. What else is in me? Oh, okay. That's what I have. I guess that book. Perhaps this book can help me put things together. My health? The book is in bad shape and I'm not much better. We're both in need of a warm, dry place, and soon. Human Souls 9 parts. Recover this. Ah! Okay, so wait. Let me look at what's left because I didn't read that. We need a brain and a memory. This has brain. They all got the brain. Let's put in Fet, because I'm not sure what that is. The Fet is part of the soul that dreams. Is my Fet strong? Recover this. The other two will be lost to the sea for now. Oh, I want to get my shaft then. Let's get my mouth back. God, I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping that shaft is good. The other two are going to go to the sea. This is the coast where Brandkrug Isle lies. My sources briefed me thoroughly about the place, and I know there's no way I can cross the isle in these seas. I'll need to find shelter for the night. I got my shaft back. Oh, what's all this? My pride. My sights. My whist. Name, memory, the part which remains. Most librarians know that books have souls. Most librarians hope for books with simple souls of whist and nothing else. And metal is the capacity for meaningful choice. What do I have to work with? My shaft. Oh, never mind. Let's see what they want. They want a fish. They want a memory. They want a brain. Is my health gonna die? How about, what do I want? My pride? I'm proudful. I'm gonna go with my metal. They do not want the metal. Soaked, I'm freezing, but I'm still alive. It seems like maybe I am losing HP. Did they not want any of this? They want, fish, memory. This has got the little brain thing, so. The knock. I mean, I can't quite start any of these, can I? I've paused the timer as well. I don't know if I have anything else. Not really sure. I have a lot of elements of my soul, but maybe I should try over here. I need a hand, I need a blue, I needed that. A pink hand? I don't got any of that. Damn. I can't shaft my way here. Shucks. I'm really confused. Oh, have I organized it nicely? Isn't that lovely? Can't quite start these. My health is ticking, eh? Fire, I once read, is the winter that warms and the spring that consumes. The principle of the forge transforms and destroys. I don't quite get what they want me to do, per se, honestly. I mean, am I gonna die? I might die. I'm not like the... I thought I was putting in some stuff that they wanted. Like, this says it needs, over here, brain. Element of the soul. That is me. What else is me? I got my shaft in here. That's got a brain in it. Can't seem to quite start it, though. Just like slamming that S button, dude. Oh, you're kidding. Okay. What's left? The storm didn't take everything. Okay. Alrighty. I'm sorry. That's all me. I might freaking die. Let's get my metal back, yeah. We might die on this beach because I'm a bit of a bonehead. Perhaps here I can atone for all I've done. I think before I atone, I'm dying. First things first, I remember there's someone in the village who give me sanctuary. Before I die. Reflect, appreciate, catalog, an old friend's address. Oh. I'm dead. Oh, I'm freezing. I feel like maybe I should restart this. Let's go back. Let's load maybe. Let's like restart. And now I understand how to do this. Everything is remembered. Hush House endures. Game loaded successfully. Well, so you thought. Okay. I get it now. Now I need my... I'm only half around now. Great! I think that was the same as before, honestly. So here I am at Brankrug. We're doing this. We're speedrunning it now, baby. What's left? This book. I'm going to put my shaft in here. I don't know what shaft does, but we're about to find out together. We got that shaft back. What else I want? The metal, yeah? Let's get some metal. It is my tempering, my self-will, the part which makes the right choice. How about that? Okay, now I must get a pink question mark. The cache. Something interesting must be sealed inside. Use consider on this. Anything can be learnt. Everything can be forgotten. Oh, you better believe it. There are worse things to put in your eyes than this. Well, then that's readable. I think I can glean from this book. Let's find out. I can't glean anything from this book until I've dried it out carefully. Alright. Can I reflect on this sundry? It is part of the forge and also an introduction. That's an old school telephone. Even in this remote place, one can meet new friends or make enemies. Denzil is the blacksmith of Brankrug village. I remember him from the war. If he remembers me, I might have to tell them he. If he remembers me, I will find shelter beneath his roof. Once I have reached Brankrug village. So they want a memory kind of deal. That doesn't have that. I mean, the book can be looked at. However, it is wet. So, book wet. Middle. Cache, a skill, a readable, or memory. Okay. Well. Hold on. Cache, skill, readable, or memory. Well, I don't have a lot of those. Perhaps Brankrug, I can get... Oh. Nothing there. Can't use my shaft for that. Okay, so we're kind of back where we were before. Can I glean anything from this book? I wonder. I have tried and failed. Oh, here's my shaft. Shelter. Brankrug village must be nearby, but it's hard going. Dragging my soaked body across the soaked sand in the teeth of this wind. Which way? The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. Yep, a Lovecraft quote. Never read any Lovecraft. Help? Brankrug village and shelter lies nearby. I feel like I can muster my remaining strength to find help. Okay, we don't want a ball. We don't want winter. We want a thinker, an element of the soul. And what kind of elements of the soul would be good? The key kind, heart kind, and starburst kind. Well, this shaft is great. Perhaps there's someone out there, even in this weather. I can fill my lungs and bellow for help. That would mean I don't need to crawl any further. Let's do it before I die. Cool. At last, I see the light of a hurricane lamp bobbing in the dark. As it approaches, a face glimmers above the lamp. Although not in the library. Okay, talk, fisherman. Come no closer. What is thy business? Is there someone who might vouch for me with the villagers? Be someone that'll speak for ye? Of course, since 1930 and the restoration, the locals have grown ever more suspicious of foreigners. But there is someone in Brainkrug I know. My good friend. I'll take you by the cliffs then. This gentleman is no longer skeptical. Sick. Okay. Then, do I have to do this then? Okay, reflect on this guy. Reflect on my health before I frickin' die. Can I talk to him? The gentleman no doubt wishes you to understand that he would like to get out of the rain now, please and thank you. Oh. Okay, well, I mean, how are we gonna get there, dog? Let's see if we can glean anything out of this here book. Nope, it is still killed. Can I consider memory? The sphere? Am I alone here? Well, I'm freezing now. That's excellent. Well, maybe we should talk to him about fear. Nope. Sir? Here we are. Hell yes! Alright, I got the assistance. This quiet Cornish fishing village has lain long in the Isle's shadow. It might be as old as Hush House itself, and like Hush House, Brainkrug Village has provided sanctuary over the years for its share of misfits and exiles. Look, it's the TARDIS, but red. Oh, look at these places light up when you see them. This is, well, this is post office? What the heck does this say? I gotta get my glasses. Mr. and Mrs. Kyle, or Mrs. and Mr. Kyle, locked the front room. Mrs. Kyle, the midwife, is tall and gloomy. Mr. Kyle, or Kill, Mr. Kill is the undertaker. Is slight and wry. In these troubled times, both are wearing strangers. So one is a midwife, bringing folks into the world, and the other one is the undertaker, bringing folks out of the world. The Lovely Bones. Just kidding, it's called the Sweet Bones. After the restoration of 1930, the new king's agents came looking for his enemies in these parts, and they weren't gentle about it. Nobody with sweet bones will talk to me. Rough. The postmistress may have something for me once I know what to ask for. What about the old rectory? Reverend Timothy is a hospitable soul, but Terrence's housekeeper guards her employer fiercely. She doesn't want his innocent theological enthusiasms getting him in trouble with the new king's men. You need an introduction or a mutual acquaintance. Marked with a lantern, knock, or a sky. Perhaps somebody who shares his interest in theology or poetry. Let's see what we have here. Is my book no longer wet? It's wet. So my book is wet. How about my medal? Oh, that's talking. Okay, fear. My health. Yeesh. Anywhere to go here? Love the... I do really adore the stars hanging in the sky. That's very cool. The smithy. Denzel Smith has more work than he needs, and he rarely opens his door to strangers. He needs an introduction or a mutual friend marked with the edge, forge, or grail. Well, I think this may help. You? Here? How? I need, winter and wet. Please, God, help. This is my friend the Smith, of course. Duh. Denzel only has one bed, but he can offer me a straw mattress in the smithy. It's smoky, but the warmth is welcome. Thank goodness I'm getting healed. I think I'm understanding the mechanics of this game a bit better. It's intriguing, certainly. I don't know if I've ever played a game like this before, where it's just all text, but it is called the something or other book. Oh my god, how long has it said take shelter at the smithy there? Because I did not notice. Denzel pauses at the door as I wish him good night. Son will be back, he observes. Always do. We used to say that in the war, didn't we? The words linger on his as he clumps up the passage. The lamp flame flickers red, gold, and red. Memory, revelation, and my health, thank God. Denzel Smith, strong as an oak, blackened by smoke. He will never surpass his father, and he's no longer a soldier, but he still has his craft. Denzel doesn't smile when he welcomes you in, but that's only because he's Denzel. Well, what else can we do here? Health? I'm always welcome at Denzel's smithy. Denzel will offer help to ye as a friend. He rarely works for free, but he won't take a payment for a helping friend. I think that might be okay, but he might be able to fix my... Oh, shoot, I'm fatigued. Oh, but I have his assistance now. Cool. Okay, now that we have his assistance... he is my acquaintance now. Perhaps... that might help us at the Sweet Bones. I haven't come along. Denzel doesn't say a word. Oh, I haven't come alone. Denzel doesn't say a word. He sits with his arms folded and waits until others come to pay their respects to him at our table. I can't believe I'm yawning this much at 8:30. Eventually, the other patrons unbend enough to help let me buy them a pint and let me listen to them complain about the weather. I'll find a warmer welcome here next time. Okay, will my medal assist me here? Oh, the medal will. Okay. We might get more Denzel to spread somewhere else. My medal may be fatigued. However, I have his assistance. So I learned about Solace there. Now I need an introduction to Mr. and Mrs. Kill. So that'll be... Oh. You must have... Okay, excuse? Moon, Winter, Heart or Grail, Sky or Lantern. Squeeze me? It's got introduction, eh? So it's gotta be green. So I can't use that there. What about here? Cards and objects go here, okay? Pens or element of the soul. Tuppence will buy me a hearty meal at a quiet place where I can rest and gather my thoughts. Ooh, that's good. Ah, because it's fatigued, it's taking a bit, eh? Okay. Every time I close my eyes, I see those dang little blue crystals from Vampire Survivors. Eh? Excuse me? Did my stuff just die? Sorry, I gotta go back and talk to my dude again? No tuppence, no beer. Christ. Well... Denzel... You son of a B-word. Denzel, how could you, my man? I don't even have your assistant. I don't have those memories that I had before of like fear and whatnot. It's gonna be rough, bud. Okay. Oh, Christ. Okay, why have my medal with me? There's not much work on offer in Brandkrug, but I can find 6 pence worth of odd jobs. Well, thank God I'll get some money. I don't think I've ever played a game like this before. It's very intriguing to me. I've never even heard of a game like this before, honestly. It is an interesting matching card game. We have to like find things with the right aspects to it. So in a way it is a puzzle solution kind of dealio. We're gonna get the money, and the money we can buy a beer, and then with the beer, God only knows. I wonder if I should have investigated some of those, like, feelings we had got. I got 6 pence, woo! No, that's more than a tuppence. Tuppence is 2 pence. 1 shilling, 12 pence. We'll hire casual laborer's services. Well, good, and yet... Can I give money to somebody? I do find this game interesting, but I have to say, I'm not maybe mentally here for the click and drag puzzle at the moment. I kind of get what this game is about, and I do find it very intriguing, and I do believe it's going to have some cool, like, Eldritch stuff in it. But, I think the gameplay type maybe isn't my exact thing. I think I needed a little something else. But I bet you this one's going to take off on Twitch. Oh, is this tiny house over here or something? That's my house that I live in. I'm going to go back to my house. I do find this game very fascinating, and I bet it's got a really cool story to explore. But for now, I think I'm going to stop the demo so I can keep trying other games tonight. But I hope that you enjoyed this. Maybe you liked what you saw. Maybe you're like, oh, this is the exact kind of, like, brain scratcher that I need to play. Because this has a lot of interesting puzzle elements to it. The Book of Hours. That makes a lot of sense because, time passes with your skills, and there is that day-night cycle up at the top. So managing time, trying to figure out a puzzle under those circumstances, I think that's very interesting. So this was pretty cool. I can't wait to see how it develops. Alright, off to the next game.